Did you ever think you would be a college student?
Um, yeah. I mean, it was always the plan to come to college.
Um, I think I was always going to go. I think I was gonna go to college.
Yes.
Nah, I saw myself more going towards the military or just like doing something else. And then when I told my parents about going to the military, they were like, no. And I was like, oh. And I was like, well, then what? They're like, college.
Yeah, I thought I'd be going to college.
This was a whole process, not just me, but this was God, this was my mom, my grandparents. They were dead set on sending me to college. Because they never went to college really pushed on me what going to college meant, and that was, getting a better education, better job opportunities. I was gonna be the first, and I was gonna achieve something that nobody else could.
And I was like, all right, cool. And then here we are in college, about to graduate.
To make my
My heart,
family
what it
proud.
means is breaking a generational.
But blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. They will be like a tree planted by the water that sends out its roots by the stream. It does not fear when heat comes. Its leaves are always green. It has no worries in a year of drought and never fails to bear fruit. Jeremiah 17:7-8.
My name is Sophia Taylor Smith.
Isaac Mencia.
Ricardo Tirado.
Bianca Alvarez.
Caden Alexander.
Rudy Lurchigian.
I am the first in my family to achieve something greater than we could have ever imagined.
I'm the first person in my family to be going to college, which my grandparents didn't go, and neither did either of my parents.
But in my heart, what it means is breaking a generational curse.
There's so much struggle involved in being a first-gen college student. Sometimes you find out things later than others and you struggle to catch up, but at the same time, there's so much overcoming involved in those struggles because you're breaking boundaries that no one in your family has done. You're setting foot in places your ancestors have never been.
Because it's an opportunity I have to make my family proud and just strive to do better in college and just be a better person.
Most of my family, they work in like fields, they work in hard labor jobs.
Coming to college was something that I didn't really didn't know how that was gonna happen. None of us really did, but we knew it was gonna happen because we were gonna make it work.
To be first gen is to overcome a challenge.
And I'm just breaking that. And it's not something that I'm blinded by.
As a first-generation student, I don't have a lot of the same support systems that many people going here might, because their parents / grandparents / everyone down to their great-great-great-grandparents might have gone to college. So they know what's up. They have good people to give advice. They have all the little tricks while we're kind of going through it alone.
Because it just gives me like a different type of hunger. Growing up, it was like, well, we don't have money for this. We don't have money for that. Yada, yada, yada. Wants me to keep going, keep grinding, keep succeeding, but important of all, keep trusting God in the process.
Being a doctor comes with a lot of, having to have a lot of endurance and a lot of patience. And so I think that being first gen, overcoming a lot of difficulties already has kind of built me up to face these challenges in my future.
Naturally, I'm always inclined to try and help people. And being a first gen, now I'm the one that needs help. Now I'm the one that's lost and I don't have direction. So to not only get the help from other people, but to learn from that and apply what I learned from that to help people who used to be in my position as well.
It makes me feel like I have to make my family proud because it's like my only chance.
I was carrying the American dream on my back with me, and I was just gonna start off a new generation, breaking this generational curse of just lack of education, lack of resources.
My parents are only getting paid minimum wage, so it's like a little bit harder to sustain ourselves. And so it just gives you, being first gen just gives you a different type of hunger.
There have been many moments where I faced challenges that made me feel like I was not gonna make it.
Like, I don't want to do this anymore. What am I doing this for?
I wanted to leave, and I'm like, what do? I want to drop out on my first day here, and classes haven't even started yet.
At the beginning of freshman year, I initially didn't want to be here, and I feel like those negative emotions tied to that really made that year the longest, but also the worst out of any of my years. And I almost left my first end of my first semester.
There were a lot of moments that in my college journey I wanted to give up. I don't come from much, and so I think it was really hard for me to imagine affording college and also being smart enough to do it.
I've been having a lot of trouble with homesickness. I am a homebody. I love my family. It's like a small but mighty tribe, and it's a very cultural household. We have a lot of cultures and ethnicities and a lot of different traditions. So coming to Biola, it's been a struggle.
What really helped me get through that was my friends here at Biola, as well as God, and just pep talks with my grandma.
Honestly, the community, they like helped me. All of my friends, all of the professors.
It gets better. Like if you push yourself to at least try and make the best of it, even if you don't want to be here. It's just the idea that you're already here, make the best of it, and it will get better for you.
Honestly, I will say the only thing I can give glory to is God for the reason that I'm here. He was the one who reminded me about my identity, and if he had called me, he was going to prepare me.
Jeremiah 17:7-8 talks about being rooted in the Lord and setting him as our base so that we're able to bear fruit.
You know, it's a difficult journey where it's going to be hard, and I don't know what this path is going to look like. No one does. So it's like by putting my confidence in him, he's going to guide me to where I need to go.
There were so many struggles coming to Biola here, a huge mental gap, but especially an economic gap. And I almost just didn't submit the application because I felt like there was no way I could ever come here, but really, I had to put my trust in the Lord above my feelings and my circumstances.
Even though there's going to be things that are hard that comes your way, trusting in the Lord is going to form you like a tree where you're going to stay planted no matter what, because the Lord has got you and he's looking after you. And our God is a really good God, and he is amazing, and he's going to look after us.
Never fails to bear fruit. That's what stood out to me the most. Because when you follow God, you decide to follow God, you decide to follow Jesus, you accept him into your heart, like you're bound to bear some fruit.
So having Jesus in the center of our life will allow us to flourish even as first-generation students.
If my family was here watching this, I would want to tell them thank you for supporting me, and even like I would call them every other day.
I'd say thank you a lot for supporting me. Even when I was tired, even when I was exhausted, they lifted me up, encouraged me, and everything. And so I thank them.
I would definitely want to thank them for all their love and support, because I honestly would not be here without it.
I want to say to my family, and especially my mom, thank you guys for carrying me when I couldn't carry myself. Thank you for constantly pouring into me the Lord's word and encouragement and love when I couldn't say it to myself, when I couldn't do it myself. I thank you guys for everything, because without you guys, I wouldn't be here.
When my grandma does watch this, I'd say thank you for all this keeping me on track that she did. There's no way I would have made it through all the little adulting tasks as a little high schooler, and she really helped me just get through everything, being a real beacon for me to follow.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Harmony. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, God. You guys are amazing. You guys carried me here. I'm here. I made it, and I couldn't have done it without your sacrifice. So thank you.